Well, this case, of course, grabbed the attention of the Midlands and the state more than 2 months ago when Tom Sponseller simply vanished. Within days, a missing persons case involving a very well-respected member of the community became so much more, and in the end, sent ripple effects all across this state. When Tom Sponseller disappeared from his downtown Columbia office building February 18th, it galvanized a community. People from the governor to state lawmakers expressing their hopes that the well-respected voice of the hospitality industry would be found safe. Sponseller's impact was evident days later on February 22nd when hundreds gathered for a candlelight vigil at the State House, expressing concern and confusion about the case.
You don't know whether to grieve or go out and look, or you just don't have a feeling at the moment because you don't know anything.
I have not heard anything concrete yet. The only thing I have heard is what's been in the newspaper, which is very sketchy.
On February 24th, a new wrinkle was added to the case. The Secret Service revealing they were looking into hundreds of thousands in missing dollars at the Hospitality Association. Their probe targeting agency accounting director Rachel Duncan. While it offered another layer of intrigue, so did the extended search for Sponseller. Columbia police sweeping his building and parking garage 4 times before finally finding the missing CEO. That happening February 28th, when police found Sponseller's body in a locked room within a room at that very garage. That came after a suicide note was found in his locked desk drawer by a Hospitality Association employee. In it, Sponseller writing he viewed Duncan as a daughter and that she had recently told him that she had taken hospitality money to feed an online gambling habit. The public outcry was intense after the WACH search took 10 days to find Sponseller, and Police Chief Randy Scott launched an internal investigation.
It's going to make us take a even more in-depth look at how we do business. We're not perfect.
By March 1st, 2 veteran officers were out of a job due to the handling of the case. Investigations Captain J.P. Smith and Deputy Chief of Administration and Investigations Isa Green. In recent weeks, the longtime member of the force has said she was made a scapegoat for the bungled search, saying she had evidence of wrongdoing at the department.
I have not been popular with them because I go strictly by a policy procedure. That's me. I've lived my whole career like that.
Chief Randy Scott has since disputed those claims, and while all this was going on, the Hospitality Association launched an audit of its finances after some reported lost trust in the agency. That audit finding roughly $480,000 missing, the amount Duncan ultimately pled guilty to embezzling.
We cannot change the past, but we can learn from it, and we make sure it doesn't happen again.
In the wake of the Sponseller disappearance and Duncan case, the Hospitality Association has changed the way it does business, putting in place financial accountability and restructuring committees. Now, prosecutors say there is no evidence that ties Tom Sponseller to the disappearance of the nearly $500,000 embezzled from the Hospitality Association that he headed up for 2 decades.